It's the Brian and Kendra Show with Brian Cook and Kendra Cox of Keller Williams Realty Elite.
I am Kendra Cox.
I'm Brian Cook.
Between the two of us, we have over 30 years of experience.
Sharing real estate tips and advice. Right here on Classic Hits 1073.
All right, here we are, the Brian and Kendra Show, minus Brian. He says he's going to be right back, but he's working on this Facebook Live business, and so he's left me all alone at the microphone. I feel like this is the appropriate time to say that I run things around here. All right, today we have with us, you can't see them on Facebook Live because we have them, I guess, through the phone. I don't even know the words for this, but we have Todd McHugh, Jackie Jones, and Flora Castro with Woodward County Abstract. You guys want to say hi?
Hello.
Hi. Hello.
Jackie and I were talking this week about so many different things that are going on with COVID-19, and so we agreed that it would be a good idea for her to come on, but she won't come on without Todd and Flora, right, Jackie?
Right.
Yes. So we want to talk about some different things and maybe tell some stories because we've worked with Jackie for a long time, not as long, longer than we worked with Todd, and Flora's kind of a new addition, and so we wanted everybody to get to know Woodward County Abstract a little bit. They are one of our sponsors, and we greatly, greatly appreciate them. But we're not going to get into all the fun abstracting things. We're just going to touch on some of those so that we can talk about COVID-19. So you guys have any wonderful words of wisdom you want to say first before we get started?
I guess first I'm a little upset.
Why?
I thought we were coming on to talk about Tiger King. I am very excited about that show. I've been watching it. I have many thoughts on what I think on that. I thought that's why you were calling me on.
About tigers?
Tiger King.
Oh.
Brian's like, what is that?
I have no idea what that means.
Bro, you don't watch the Tiger King? It's awesome.
You're missing out if you haven't seen it.
Sorry.
I watched it this
I was
weekend
raised
so I
in
could
Laverne.
figure. Yeah.
You love it. It's right up your alley.
Oh, you think?
Yeah, I watched it. I thought this was something Kendra could really get into.
That and turtles and snakes. We're going to make one about turtles and snakes?
Where's the Turtle King?
Yeah, they got the whole petting zoo, and it's awesome. People will love it.
It's interesting for sure.
I'm thinking I need to sell the abstract offices and buy a zoo.
Well, if you feel like you have to do that.
Can you not just have like a turtle in your... We could get like just a tiger skin and cover your conversation.
Yeah, that'd be good. Just get a little mascot to run around the office.
Yes.
Todd,
A tiger in posing mask.
Why tigers? Just get a big turtle for the abstract company. Used to have Abby the abstract cat. We just need a turtle now.
Oh, God, the hair was everywhere.
maybe an alligator or a hippo or something. Something really cool.
Well, I think now you're just getting personal. Can we just get a turtle, please? Brian, can we get a turtle at our office?
No. We don't have time for that.
Anyway, I'm sorry. I got you off topic.
So rude.
Sorry about the Tiger King.
That's right. Okay, so this is my first experience with Todd McHugh when I first met him. Here's what I learned. Less talky, more worky. So, Todd, shush it now. Okay, so that's all you want to talk about was Tiger King.
Man, well, I guess.
That's all I care about anymore.
Well, we'll catch you guys next week.
All right, so here we go. Okay, so first things first, tell us a little bit of history. Do you want my history of Woodward County Abstract, or like the one I made up for you, or do you want to tell us a little bit about you?
I like the made-up version before Todd says anything.
I don't really have a made-up version. Okay, but here, I'm sorry.
I'm a little worried about your made-up version.
Actually, I have real stories.
Yes.
I have real stories. Okay, so
right.
whenever I was just, a little pup, I could be a little kitten since we're on this whole Tiger King garbage.
There you
Okay,
go.
I meant stuff, sorry. Okay, so whenever I was just a little kitten in real estate and I didn't know anything and I was brand spanking new, Jackie's mom, I don't know, what was her title, Jackie?
Well, I don't know.
I don't
Jackie
either.
was taking the Greek.
King of the closer.
Sorry about that, Jackie. Didn't mean to call on you. Okay, so Paula I think she was basically running the office, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Right.
So Paula, and she had been in real estate before that, and so I was very green. And after a couple of times that I'd come in, Paula would just kind of be like, "Now, Kendra, this is how this is going to go down. This is what you do. This is what you don't do." Like, she schooled me in real estate. I don't mean abstracting and I don't mean title work. I mean how to handle customers. She'd be like, "You do this and you do that," and I'd be like, "Oh, Okay. And I'd leave, and I swear she made me the realtor I am today. Brian, you should be like, thank you, Jackie, for Paula's influence on Kendra.
Yes. Well, and then even prior to that was Ron Horton.
Uh-huh.
And I remember getting in, and when I first started, the broker I started under, she had, her mother was really sick, and then her husband got real sick, and so she wasn't like in my office available, and so it was just easier sometimes. I just run down there and be like, man, I am completely lost. What do I do now? And between him and Liz Fogelsong, I learned a lot. So
it was an awesome time. And so anyway, okay, so here we go. Tell us about Woodward County Abstract now.
Cool. Lee, what do you mean?
now, well,
Oh, I mean, Todd never schools me on real estate.
yeah, well, basically, I'd like to. So, I would tell them, like, you own more than one title company, and how long have your family been in real estate or in the title company, and all that fun stuff.
Okay. All right. So in 1918, my great-grandfather was a loan officer in Kansas, and he came to Fairview, Oklahoma to do a loan.
Hey,
When he
Todd,
was
you're not
doing
going to go
that-
year by year starting with 1918, are you?
Listen, let's talkie.
Yeah.
And then he came down once by doing a loan. He got an abstract. They heard the abstract office was for sale. So then in 1918, he bought the abstract office. Then my grandfather bought it from him. My father bought it from him. And then I bought it from my father, about 12 years ago. And then I was trying to buy another one about 6 years ago, eight years ago, and heard Woodward County Abstract was for sale. I bought that about 8 years ago, and then last year, this year, I bought Dewey County Abstract.
Right. And so when Braxton's buying you,
Jackie says it was last year. This is how it still
Yes.
works.
Yeah,
I just
so-
kind of talk, and she tells me I'm wrong.
yeah. So when's Braxton buying you out?
Well, I'm hoping like in 2 months.
2 months.
Then
Yes.
I'm going to Hawaii on $300 airfare or something.
Okay, so now you
So
have
that-
Fairview Abstract, you have Dewey County Abstract, and you have Woodward County Abstract.
Correct.
But you love us the best.
Yes.
Yes. Okay, just making
I
sure.
know there's a hesitation there.
Oh, God, yes, of course. We're just getting played at.
Okay, so somebody just texted or messaged on this Facebook Live, and they asked if we are selling any houses. And so this is a good question because this hits both of us and it hits you, because when we sell houses, we keep you busy, right?
Right.
So how is COVID-19, I don't even want to ask, but how is it affecting us?
Well, I can tell you how it's affecting us. So we spent the day negotiating. Actually, spent like a week negotiating a deal. We get it almost done. Set a time to meet the buyers at the office to sign a contract, and she loses her job at noon. That's pretty
man.
frustrating. And then we had
Which is better than at closing.
right, better at closing, better than. And then we had one that called today that said, "Hey, they're going to put me on leave for the next 30 days, but I'm still getting paid. I have time to go buy a house now. Can we meet tomorrow?" So we're going to go buy houses tomorrow. So
So we
There you go.
recognize things are going to be slower, but we don't see them stopping.
No,
is
I
that what
just-
you guys are seeing? Because you don't have just our business; you have lots of business.
and you have tons of refinance stuff too, probably going right now.
Yeah, so what we did today is, so we're still open, obviously, and going to stay open just because we feel like in the community, if somebody has a financial that they're either trying to refinance the house or they're making one of the biggest financial purchases of their life,
Absolutely.
that was obviously an essential service. And, with the times we're in, people may need to refinance or do different things. So we want to help be a part of that and help people when they're in need. But one thing we are doing is we decided to close our lobby. And the reason we did that is we want to try to protect buyers and sellers, realtors, agents, and as well as our employees to make sure that we have a secure area that has been cleaned and sanitized. So basically what we've done is a drop box out front to do abstracts to drop off in, and then for closings, we're trying to do as much as we can with closings outside the office through email, wires, using technology.
Curbside.
Yeah, and curbside. For closings that, for loan documents, people do have to sign a lot of papers. We're basically going to call people in, get it signed, and then have people wait outside in their cars so we can give them a check then. So I agree with what you said a little bit. It's a different scenario, and things are a little slower, but I wouldn't say it's definitely not business as usual, but we're still doing everything we were, just handling it a little different.
I love that you said that, because that's the thing that we've said a number of times is even though we're open and even though we are considered essential and continue to work, it's not business as usual, but it is still business. And so we are still working. We're still working to sell houses for sellers and to find houses for buyers. And we know that you guys are continuing the same. So,
and you were in your ad for our sponsorship, you talk about doing digital closings and all the new technologies coming in. In a closing, what is the only? What all do they have to sign in person? Can we get to the point where we're completely 100%
I'm going to interrupt you. Are you
digital?
asking for wet signatures or
Yes.
in person?
Wet signatures, which means someone have to be somebody would
Has
have
to be signed
in
with a pen and ink.
front of somebody, like a notary.
They've passed remote online notary in Oklahoma, and that was done last year. So that law is currently in effect. The big question that we've got is lenders are still trying to figure out how does that look and how do they protect their investors on the back end.
Mm-hmm.
So at this point, all the laws are enacted and they're available. And obviously right now everybody is speeding up that process, but it really depends on who the lender is and how far along they are with basically their technology and what they're using to let us be able to sign those remotely.
So really, some of that is a bank question. So I would want to contact Connie or Melinda at Bank 7 and ask how they're doing and if they are ready for us to be doing some of this online signing or on, I don't even know the right term. It's not online, is it?
Well, it would be online.
No, it's basically remote. And it's all coming. Obviously, the whole COVID thing has shown how needed it is. And we are really pushing for it as well, but a lot of it, we may be just a little bit ahead of the curve. We may be honestly 6 months out. We're getting there, and laws are being enacted to get us there, but technology and everyone catching up, sellers, buyers, agents, loan officers, banks, investors, courthouses for filing, it's honestly today, I would say it's not 100% there, but it's getting there.
Right.
Sweet.
We have to take a quick break. So we're going to go visit with our sponsors for just a minute, and we'll be right back.
Comfort Zone is a multi-generational company serving Northwest Oklahoma in commercial and residential needs. Plumbing, air conditioning, heaters, refrigeration, sewer and drain cleaning, backhoe trencing, and crane service. And they are your geothermal specialists. Contact them at 580-254-5864 or stop by 116 East Main Street.
It's the 5 hours you spend in the kitchen mastering your famous recipe or spending quality time with your family. Other insurance companies may just see it as a house. It's not just a house, it's your home. Hi, I'm State Farm Agent Kevin Kanzler, and I see your home as the time and memories you put into them. I understand what your things really mean to you, and I'm here to help give them the protection they deserve. My office is located on the corner of 13th and Oklahoma and Woodward, or call me at 580-256-2216 for your home insurance today.
OnPoint Land Survey can take care of all your residential, commercial, and industrial survey needs. This family-owned and operated business proudly serves Northwest Oklahoma and Southwest Kansas. These lifelong Northwest Oklahoma residents with over 19 years of experience are ready to serve you with the latest equipment and capable trucks to get your job done. Call OnPoint Land Survey today at 580-256-6757 or at 1918 Main Street in Woodward, Oklahoma, or visit their website at onpointlandsurveyok.com. Professional, trusted, local.
This is Todd McHugh
and Jackie Jones
with Woodward County Abstract, Dewey County Abstract, and Fairview Abstract. I would like to thank everyone in Woodward and Northwest Oklahoma for choosing us for their real estate title and closing needs this past year. We will be offering new services in 2020, including bilingual closings, internet closings, and digital abstracting.
We look forward to making real estate closings faster, simpler, and more efficient for you in the future.
We want to thank you for your continued support and business.
Well, Facebook people, if you're listening on Facebook, we apologize. We have a technical issue on the phone thing, but we will get this thing edited and on the brianandkendrashow.com as quick as possible so you guys can catch up. And we'll try to start repeating the important things that Todd and them have been saying. But they've been saying, sorry, Todd and Jackie and Floor.
So far, Todd's just said that I'm his favorite realtor and I do a great job and he loves having transactions with me.
So nobody can hear you right now, unfortunately, except the radio people can hear you, but the Facebook Live cannot hear you right now. So
That's like the first time I've talked that anybody said that I was too quiet.
Yes.
I know, right? I mean, really?
So
how can we not hear Todd?
Yes. So they are working on, so I'm going to repeat a couple of quick things. They're working on streamlining more and more things. They've shut down their lobby to the public. They do have, if you have a closing, they will try to do curbside. They're going to do digital remote stuff as much as possible. They will allow like one party in the building at a time to sign if necessary, and then the other party wait in the car. They've created separation for like people to drop off mail, abstracts, paperwork that don't have to interact face to face. So they're doing a lot of stuff to protect themselves. So we're kind of doing that in our office. We've forced a bunch of people to didn't force them. We have learned how to work from remotely more. It's really just me and Kendra at the office all day because I just don't know what to do otherwise.
I don't think I'm going to be a very good remote worker.
I'm not. It's that pergola that you were hanging out with all afternoon. So
I work really, really well under the pergola. I haven't figured out how to do digital signing things on my Chromebook, remember?
Sweet. Yes.
Don't pretend like I don't work out there. Gosh.
You weren't napping.
I was not napping today.
Okay.
Anyway. All right, so Woodward County Abstract. You have Jackie. And Jackie, you, so the funny story that I have about you is whenever I started and I'd only worked with your mom, and I had not worked with you, and I would call and I'd be like, I need help with this. Can I talk to Paula? And they'd be like, well, Jackie can help you. And I'd be like, no, she can't. No, she can't. And the guy in our office finally was like, Kendra, she's been there longer than you've been in real estate. And I was like, no. So you and we've worked together now since, I guess you had been working there a long time ago, but I mean, so I started in Woodward in 2008 is whenever I met you, again through work, and we began to do transactions together. And so what I'm like hoarding because I know that you don't want to talk. So I'm like taking all the time myself. So you don't have to say anything. I'm just going to say it all for you, Jackie.
That works.
One of the things that I loved about working with you, especially back then, because things were kind of crazy, and you and we don't do this now, so people don't be getting any crazy ideas. I turn off the phone. I don't know how many times you and I would be like 11:30 on the phone. I'd be at my office and you'd be at your office and we'd be like, we've got this mess. We've got to take care of this for tomorrow. And you were a go-getter, and I appreciated the heck out of that. Your mama trained you well.
Oh, thank you.
How long have
we
you...
had a lot of late nights.
Oh, my gosh, we did. We're not doing that again. I'm too old.
No. Yeah.
And, I mean, we're kind of the same, so you are too. Okay. Yeah, I hear you, Floor. You're laughing because you're a baby. All right. So, Jackie, how many years have you been working for Woodward County Abstract off and on? How many years do you have under your belt?
In June, it'll be 20 years.
20 years in June. Did you realize that?
Good night.
I am sorry. I thought you didn't know anything back then.
Well, back then I didn't.
You just tricked me. That's so cold. Okay, so also with you, you have Floor. And so, Floor, I know you from real estate because I got to sell you a house. And that was
Yes, that
wonderful.
was exciting, wasn't it?
It was very exciting. We're going to save that for a different time, I think. But how long have you been with Woodward County Abstract now?
I've been here about 6 months, and I love it. I've learned a lot from Jackie, and I love the business.
It is. It's a fun business, and I mean, all of it's fun. I think Brian is writing me notes, and I can't
didn't-
read them
I didn't-
anymore,
no.
and so I got distracted, and I'm sorry. Okay, Floor, say that one more time. How long have you been there?
I've been here 6 months.
6 months. Okay.
And hopefully I'll be here for a lot longer.
Oh, I hope you will too. Already, like, we love working with you. We appreciate your detail to things, and but one of the things I'm super
thank you.
excited about is that you're bilingual, correct?
Yes.
I mean, I know that's correct because I've heard you yell at your husband and your kids, but I mean, I think that's a huge value.
For everybody else.
She's never yelled at me in Spanish.
Yeah.
All right. All right. So anyway, Floor, 6 months, and you are doing great. We're excited to see how well things continue, and to see that, and to be able to benefit with your bilingual closings. We think that that's a huge asset for Woodward County Abstract. So I have to take
Absolutely.
I have to say this real fast. For Facebook Live people, just a little recap. We forgot or didn't realize that having our guest phoned in would not allow Facebook Live to hear the guest. And so that's why you cannot hear Todd, Floor, or Jackie. You can only hear me or Brian. So Facebook Live, we're really sorry about that.
We're trying to repeat.
Yes, we're trying to, but that was a little fail. We're not that techie yet, but I mean, by the time COVID-19 is, we can just run this whole shop, right,
That's
Branson?
right. Branson will be selling houses.
Okay,
And
what's
we'll be
next?
running radio. What do you mean, what's next?
What's next?
I don't know.
Oh my gosh. Every week Brian's like, I hope we don't run out of anything. Okay, so one of the things that we talked about today behind Woodward County Abstract's back. So Todd, get ready. Jackie, get ready.
Awesome.
Oh, yeah.
I like it.
Brian always says things like, be a doer, not an excuse maker. And I mean, he doesn't say that to me because I would just kick him. But I mean, I hear him say things like that. And he says that about you guys. You guys are doers. You're not excuse makers. And he appreciates your work ethic. And so we were kind of telling some stories about different things. So Brian had a story, and we wondered if you had some stories to share too. But Brian, you want to share your story?
Yeah, I remember. I think it was Jackie and I. We were day before closing. Everything's done. I get up the next morning to call to do kind of the final walkthrough, and the buyer is like, "Oh yeah, I got called out at 11 p.m. last night. I'm in Wheeler, Texas, on a rig." I was like, "But we need to close today." It's like a domino. We had like 3 transactions in a row. Do you remember this, Jackie?
I do.
Yeah.
Yep.
And I was like, "You've got to be kidding me!"
Jackie said she does remember.
Yeah. And it was like, where is Wheeler, Texas, and how fast can I get there? And I remember making good time.
Well, that's a surprise.
I made it there and got up on the rig floor with him and signed a bunch of documents and notarized them and came back to Woodward and we closed that deal.
You afraid of heights?
Nope.
Darn.
Or speed. Neither of those things.
Speeding vehicles,
I'm
I
scared
think
of
you meant
sitting.
to say. Yeah, you are, aren't you?
So-
All right, Todd, do you have fun stories for us?
I'd say I have a bunch. Probably the best story I remember just in the house was telling Jackie we had a problem on one. We were needing to get it done and needing to get this done, needing to get that done. And I said, Jackie, it's going to happen because I'm the president of MIH. And she said, the president of MIH? And I said, yeah, I'm the president of MIH. This is going to work. And she started pounding away and getting it done and everything. And then she looked up and said, what's MIH? I said, well, I'm the president of Make It Happen. So this is going to she started dying laughing. But I told her, I said, I mean, I think that's one thing that we want to be doers of deals. We want to get things done.
Yep.
And I know that people are, when they're buying a house, it's the greatest time of their life. When they're selling the house, they're probably buying another house. And
Right.
it really means a lot to when people can have something that's stress-free, that they can get done, and they know it's going to be taken care of correctly. So that's just it. And honestly, when something doesn't work, it seems like it constantly doesn't work. So the faster we can make something work and make something happen, it just starts the domino effect to where you make one person happy, the next person's happy, and then the whole experience just changes.
Yep.
So
It is. We have to take another quick sponsor break, and I need to just give a shout out to Bank 7. They are an equal housing lender, and MLS number 677297, and their best investment is you. We'll be right back.
Homeowners and business owners, do you want to know how to extend the life of your home or commercial building? Call APC LLC in Woodward. APC specializes in installing high-quality 5-inch and 6-inch seamless guttering and custom commercial guttering. Whether it's a small system or a large system, APC can help. Call APC LLC at 580-571-2384. That number again is 580-571-2384 for all your seamless gutter needs.
Our home is usually our largest investment, and we insure it against damage. One unseen destructive force not covered by most insurance policies is termites, which can infest a house for years before being detected. Termites cost U.S. homeowners an estimated $5 billion annually in treatment and repairs. Using the Centricon termite bait system, JCP Services can protect your home from the threat of a termite infestation. Call 580-334-5380. Again, 580-334-5380.
Stop in to Modern Appliance on Main Street today to see powerful Maytag brand kitchen appliances available in a finish inspired by cast iron. Cast iron black is a hard-working, matte finish that is as tough as it is timeless, so you can trust it to help resist scratches while helping hide fingerprints and minor dents and stand up to the everyday. Add an iconic look to your home with cast iron black kitchen appliances from Maytag brand. See it at Modern Appliance, 2102 Main, or online at modernappliancewoodward.com.
For 150 years, Sherwin-Williams has been an industry leader in the development of technologically advanced paint and coatings. As the nation's largest specialty retailer of paint and painting supplies, Sherwin-Williams is dedicated to supporting both your do-it-yourselfers and painting professionals with exceptional products, resources to make confident color selections, and expert personalized service that's focused on your unique project needs. Sherwin-Williams is your neighborhood paint store. Stop by and see them, 2101 Oklahoma Avenue, or call them 580-256-5861. Hey, we're back to the Brian and Kendra show, and we had Todd and Jackie and Floor from Woodward County Abstract here with us today on the phone, and we'll do this again, and we'll talk about stuff other than this Corona thing.
Definitely, we'll talk about
cool stuff.
Yeah, like title opinions.
And title insurance and.
Do you want me to tell that one story? Okay. Jackie, I remember a long time ago, your mom, we had a closing and things were getting a little bit volatile. There was ex-spouses that were having to sign things, and she goes, "I will not have drama in this office." And I was like, I know, but I don't know what to do about it. So she scheduled it so that the ex-husband came in, he left through the back door, and then the wife came in to sign her part. And I was like, God, this is brilliant.
This is like the front and back door.
I remember that. That was a long time ago.
It was a long time ago.
We've had some.
That was back before I knew you could do anything.
Yeah. We've had some tense buyers and seller situations. So,
Flora, do you hear how lucky you are that I even let you talk to me on the phone? I bet it was a good solid year before I was like, all right, Jackie can try to help me.
I'm very lucky then that you at least talk to me, huh?
I'm kidding. I've learned a lot that I don't know anything, so it doesn't matter. Anyway, All right, guys, we really, really appreciate you joining us. Do you have any last words of wisdom? You have 1 minute left.
The last thing I would say is we're really looking to work with Floor and doing bilingual closings.
Yes.
And we think that'll be something that will really not only help the Woodward community, but also Northwest Oklahoma. So we're really excited to add that service. So I think that'll be something that we haven't had in this part of the Northwest Oklahoma, and will really add to people in the community that need the service. So,
awesome. I think that you're right. I'm going to repeat that real quick before they turn this off. For the Facebook Live people, that you had said that you're really hoping to focus on that bilingual. We just think that that's awesome. I love that, and I'm glad you've done that. So, all right, 10 seconds, Todd. What's next?
Nothing. I was just going to say I appreciate you guys a bunch. When I came to Woodward, you both were extremely nice and open and have really helped us tremendously. And I just wanted to say thank you, and we appreciate everything you guys do going above and beyond.
Thank you. You make it easy for us to do that.
That make you feel good.
Classic Hits 107.3, KLSI, Moreland Woodward.
107.3